Welcome back to the networking route, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. And in this video segment, we will be learning about port security. Let's dive into this rabbit hole. Let's go. So this is our networking route head office. I do not have one, but pretend I'm having one. So let me enjoy as well. So these two PCs are connected to this switch via straight through cables, and these two PCs are just laying there. They are not connected. So the PC number two, let me rename this for Rohit's PC, and this PC00 is Akshita's PC. So I have two employees working, Akshita and Rohit. So one day Rohit says, "Sir, I have my own laptop now and I will not use this work PC, but for today only I will be using my laptop." So he just puts the cable out from the PC and he plugs that Ethernet cable into his laptop. No harm, no foul. Let us go into the switch first. And okay, let me make this bigger so you can see ports are going up and down here and there. It's fine, it's good. It means we are on the right track. He connected this personal laptop. He has no malicious intent at all. He's a very trustworthy employee. He's been employee of the month several times. He has won multiple awards for security, but this is his personal laptop. Let me go with personal. So what Rohit does in his free time, he downloads stuff from the internet. Free things, now you can understand. But most of the people do not understand when you download free stuff from the internet, there is a price to pay in terms of malware, spyware and viruses, which comes to your system by visiting certain types of sites. Now this PC is infected with I don't know what, but when he plugged this line into his laptop, my entire switch network boosted. Like it was 2%, now it's 37%. Increased jump of 35%. Now I get the call. Hey, there's a problem with our network. Can you fix it? I say, sure, why not? I open up my console port via telnet or SSH session. Then I see, oops, there is that. So I asked them, what did you do new today? They said, nothing usual, just a laptop from outside. I said, what? They said one of their trusted employees brought a personal laptop and plugged that laptop into the switch. Oof, my head goes boom. Why you wanna do that? I just tell them to remove that laptop and within a few seconds the traffic is normal. Then I explain same thing to them what happened when you download free stuff from the internet. So it was not Rohit's mistake. It was mistake of negligence basically. So the thing is now we make these kind of a mistake very unknowingly. That's the true word. First of all, let me unplug this from here and put it back onto my Rohit's work PC basically. Now the network is completely normal and it's working fine. To prevent this from happening again, we have to secure our ports. Let's jump into our switch. Let's go to the switch. You can see it's coming up again. So type the password Cisco. Enable, we are in the user mode. So show IP interface brief. Press the enter. You can see fast Ethernet 0/1 and fast Ethernet 0/2 both are up. That's good because we have only two systems. Now, in the port security, let's go to the global mode by conft. So first of all, we will be setting up this port, fast Ethernet 0/1. And to access this port, type int FA 0/1. Press enter. Now we are in the fast Ethernet 0/1 port. Let me question mark here and we'll discuss this. We want to use this command. This is called switch port. So type switch port question mark. We have so many options. First option we will be look to is mode. Set trunking mode of the interface. So let me tell you how. Type mode, press space and question mark. Now we have three different modes under the mode category. Let's start with the access. Access ports are basically on which your network devices are connected most of the time. Second ones are dynamic. This is the worst mode to have. Third one is trunk. It is for switch to switch connectivity. Both the Cisco switch cannot be connected on an access port. They have to be on a trunk port. So on FA 0/1, we are not connecting a Cisco switch. We have connected a PC. So this has to be access. Press the enter. Now the mode is changed to access. But let me show you what happen if you try to work with dynamic. Dynamic space auto. Press enter. Nothing to see, just it's up. It was up already, so you don't have to worry about anything. So type switch port security, and this is the command which turns on the port security on your interface. Let me press enter and you can see the message. Fast Ethernet is a dynamic port. So you cannot configure port security on a dynamic port. By default, all of the fast Ethernet ports are dynamic ports. So you have to switch them to the access. Let's go back and access. Now if I run this command again, it will turn the switch port security on, but I do not want to do that. The reason behind is when we make changes, certain things can go wrong in here. So before enabling the port security, we have to configure this port properly. So switch port security question mark once again. Now let's talk about MAC address violation and maximum. First, I'll go with max. Max short for maximum. So with this, we are telling this FA0/1 port how many MAC addresses can be attached to one single port at a time. And I will be putting number 1 here because I want only one MAC address to be associated to this fast Ethernet 0/1 port of mine. Let me press enter. Now type switch port security again. Now type MAC address. So MAC address and question mark. Here, either you can type the MAC address of the PC which you want to be associated with this FA0/1, or you can go for sticky, which will automatically obtain the MAC address of the device which will be connected first to this port or connected already with this port. So I will go with sticky, press the enter. Now the third one, switch port security violation. So we have 3 violations also here. First one is protect, second one restrict, third one shutdown. We will be covering shutdown only. So what does this mean? Let me go back to our office layout. So it's saying, so in fast Ethernet 0/1, Akshita's PC is connected, and I'm saying with the violation, if this cable is removed and placed in any of the other devices which were not connected, then the port shut itself down. Shut. Press the enter. All the settings are done. Now we have to enable switch port security. Switch port security, press the enter. Now to verify that, let's go back to our privilege mode. Now type show run. Press the enter. Now here we have fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access, switch port security enable, switch port MAC address sticky, switch port MAC address is 55C7. Let us verify if this is the MAC address of Akshita's PC or not. Let's go to Akshita's PC, desktop, command prompt, IP config/all. Press the enter and we can verify this is Akshita's PC's MAC address 55C7. Let's close this and let's go back to the switch. Now let's run one more command, which is show port security, press enter. Now it will show us how many ports are secured. So this is the FA0/1 which we just configured. You can say maximum addresses are 1. Current address count is 1. Security violation count is 0. And this is what happened if the security is violated. So why this is 0? Because after configuring the port, no security was violated. Let us violate the security of this port. Let's go back here and remove this cable from Akshita's PC and put it in personal laptop of Rohit's. Click once, fast Ethernet 0. Let's go back to the switch and here you can see messages are there. Down, up, down, up, down. So let's go to the show IP interface brief. Here you can see fast Ethernet 0/1 is still up. But why this is up? I'm not sure. Let's wait for a second and let me go to this laptop. Yes, I'll desktop, IP. Let me give this an IP 10.0.0.104. Cross this. Let's go back to the switch. Here we go. Ports gets down because we have to access the PC to generate the traffic. This is what we did. Show IP interface brief, press enter. Now you can see the port is down and it has to be red as well here. Yes, the signal goes to red from the green. Let's go back to our switch. So let's rerun the command, show port security. Now you can see violation counter goes to 1. Let's remove the cable and put it back to the Akshita's main PC. Now you can see this is still red. Now let's reconnect this Ethernet cable from this personal laptop to Akshita's work PC. Go back to the switch and retype this command, show IP interface brief, but here you can see this is still down because once a port's policy is violated, it goes into the shutdown mode. Then first of all, we have to manually shut it down. Then we have to do a no shut. To do that, let's go to the conft int fa 0/1. Let's go for shut. We are manually shutting this down. Now we'll go with no shut, no space shut. Now you can see it's up, and let me show you in this, and this is green once again. Let's go back to the switch, Control Z, show IP interface brief, and let's go once, show port security, and the violation is back to 0. Why? We just saw it was 1 before, but after resetting the port, the violation went to 0 because after resetting the port, we have not violated the policy of port security. Let's retype this command and go with the question mark. And we have the options, address or interface. First of all, we go with the address, press enter. So now it is showing us MAC address 55C7. It's secure, sticky, and it is on fast Ethernet 0/1. So we have the detailed information. If we want to have more information, just remove this address and type interface. And let's go for the question mark. Now type FA 0/1 for the Ethernet, FA 0/1 and press enter. And it will give you the detailed information of this port. You can see that violation mode is shut down, port status secure up, the port security is enabled. You can see, and there is aging type. And the aging type is basically if we want to forget MAC addresses after a certain number of days, if you want to go that deep in this. So security violation is 0, maximum MAC addresses allowed is 1, total MAC addresses are 1, and so configured MAC addresses are 0. We have not configured a single MAC address manually on this machine. In the next video, we will be exploring more violation options of port security so that we can see all of these settings change accordingly. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.